we have an executive order for your attention relating actually to government payments. Historically, checks issued by the Treasury are, I believe, 14 times more likely to become the subject of fraud than electronic transfer payments. This is an executive order that's going to push the Treasury Department to modernize its payment system to ensure that where possible they're using electronic methods of payment as opposed to paper checks in order to reduce waste, fraud, and abuse in the government, which is obviously an endeavor that we've been pursuing in numerous aspects of government under your leadership.
It's basically modernization of equipment and methods, and it's something that really I think he's going to be a great Secretary of the Treasury wanted, Scott, and so we're doing this, and we have other modernization programs going on. We could let somebody else, whoever's next, whoever that may be, do it, but it's something that should have been done 25, 30 years ago. Okay.
Well, on similar lines, sir, this is an executive order. We're calling it Protecting America's Bank Account. The basic idea here is that instead of having lots of different departments and agencies and offices issuing payment, often without justification, often without any provided rationale, we're going to be centraling payment processes where possible in the Department of the Treasury and ensuring that measures are taken in Treasury against waste, fraud, and abuse to ensure that money that's leaving the public Treasury is as protected as it possibly can be.
All right, good. Many of these things should have taken place decades ago or longer.
Every single executive order that Donald Trump is putting out there is tying in to the globalist plans, and nobody out there is paying attention, because in between every executive order, like this one about modernizing payments to and from America's bank account, which is all about going cashless, in between every one of those orders, Trump makes sure to fit in an executive order about common sense. Like in between some of these executive orders about how we're going to go cashless or how we're going to bring in AI governance and give $500 billion to Oracle and these other companies like NVIDIA so they can build out the World Economic Forum's AI governance. They talk about, hey, here's an executive order that men are men and women are women. We only have two genders. And everybody just applauds. And then when they tell you that we're going to modernize payments and stuff, they just fall asleep because they're going, I don't care about that. Tell me more about common sense. Tell me that men can play men's sports and women can play women's sports, right? Meanwhile, Donald Trump has ordered the end of U.S. government checks in digital disbursements overhaul. That's right. Trump's ordering the federal government towards electronic payments only. He is ending checks, which is another way of saying ending cash and forcing you into electronic payments. And this is all about artificial intelligence governance. Right in front of our faces, they are telling us that, this is a dated system, right? Years ago, that we said that Trump was going to get rid of checks, which really means cash in a sense, right? Because now, instead of getting a check for the government, everything's got to be done electronically. They'll make a few exceptions, they claim, but of course we know, just like they're supposed to make religious exemptions, they refuse those things. And they'll refuse this. They'll force people into this if they want any type of payment from the government. That means Social Security, disability, anything along those lines, right? And while that's happening, keep an eye on Doge, because Doge wants more online identity verification. And Elon Musk and Doge have been involved in discussions about a digital ID and access to government data. Musk has been involved in building a digital ID registry, according to a post on X. The White House and Congress have considered creating a limited digital ID platform for public benefit programs. And this is all about cashless society, digital ID, control grid. At the same time of all this stuff, Trump's exciting all the people that they made temporarily rich with their crypto scam by backing crypto banks and stablecoin. And really, this is a war on the dollar, even though they won't tell you yet that it's a war on the dollar, and it's heading towards a cashless society. Donald Trump, the currency
that you use in life and have used all your life is about to change as well, because they're about to try to digitize this through one big event. To lay out the groundwork for this, they had to go global, and they're about to implement it, and it was all scheduled to begin March 10th, the same day as this Federal Reserve Bank board meeting that is closed to the public. They were going to launch this. They're now saying they're going to sunset this till July 14th of 2025, meaning that we have a window that is opened here of time where they are implementing this brand new way that they're transferring money via cross-border payments and digitizing everything and connecting it to the ledgers, to the blockchain. And this was supposed to be all rolled out on the 10th. I've warned about this many times, but now they've opened this up to where it expands out, where it's going to be a slow rollout, but it's begun or beginning. They are going to phase out the old way of sending on March 9th. That was what the scheduled procedure was. So now they're giving it more time to be fully implemented and rolled out here globally. This opens the door for that world currency to be rolled out.